never be more loved than I am right now. Wasn't holding you up, so there's nothing I could do to let you down. It doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never be more loved than I am right now.
Well, good morning, Lufkin Central and Online Worship Community. Jason Hollinger, the campus and community minister here, and for our time in Jesus and Coffee this morning, as we continue to look at how God is more than enough for what we need, for the strength and the comfort and the grace and everything that we need to continue in this life and to accomplish the big things that God has in store for us. That too, it's for us to kind of sometimes sit back and say, well, we've got to be realistic with things when it comes to dreaming and yes, I get it, dreaming and visioning and missioning, but I truly believe that we must be big dreamers. We must be big in our visions and our goals, all those things. And so I truly believe and hold to this, and I don't know where you kind of fall in line with that, but this is what I feel. Check this out from we're going to read from Psalm 27. Read a little issue challenge. Send you on your way as we do. Hear the word of the Lord. Psalm 27, verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When evil men advance against me to devour my flesh, when my enemies and my foes attack me, they will stumble and fall. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. One thing I ask of the Lord, this is what I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. And why does he say this? He says to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. For in the day of trouble, he will keep me safe in his dwelling. He will hide me in the shelter of his tabernacle and set me high upon a rock. Then my head will be exalted above the enemies who surround me. In his tabernacle will I sacrifice. At his tabernacle will I sacrifice with shouts of joy. I will sing and make music to the Lord. And I want to encourage you today. We just read the first 6 verses. I mean, you've got 7 through 14 available to you. Psalm 27. Spend some time reading this passage in this understanding of God being our light. He is the one that gives us that ability to not just see where we're going, but to guide our steps, to guide us in the midst of moments when others may attack us, when others may try to knock us down. God is there guiding us every step of the way. God is there providing for us what we need to not just survive, but to thrive. And, I sometimes you just, we how many of us, we just get in survival mode, right? We get in that mode and we're just trying everything we can to you have those days. I don't know if you're like me, you have those days that it's oh, here we go. You got to motivate yourself to get up. You've got to motivate yourself to get going. And but there's something amazing about when you do just jump right into those things. A lot of my mornings, I'll I may start at the office first where I am right now, and eventually I've got some you can see it right here, a coffee container that I take out and that I go to provide, especially this time of year when it gets colder, to provide some coffee for our homeless, provide some different snacks, whatever. I told one of our guys yesterday, I had some cookies. I said, listen, I believe every once in a while everybody deserves a cookie. And just to be able to kind of provide some of those things and some water and some different hygiene items, different things that we do. And what I find a lot of times in the midst of this is the challenges, is the struggles, sadly, that we face as we try to do needed and noble things, as we try to do the things that that God has called us to do. There's always going to be those who will, those naysayers. There's always going to be those that are going to try to hold us back. And listen, right now I'm not just speaking of street ministries. I'm talking about even some things that within our churches, like Lufkin Central for us, and where you attend. That there are those that, man, when you get excited about vision, you get excited about the mission, everything that you have coming up. We mentioned even last night during our midweek message, if you didn't get a chance to see it, when we closed out, talk about how we've got some exciting things to share this Sunday. Am I in the firm belief that everybody's just going to be just as excited about it as I am? I, as we are as leaders, I would love that, but there are going to be those that maybe hear about it, that hear about what we're trying to do. I believe it's going to be those on the outside, because I'm a firm believer in those that we will share this message with. They're going to be excited about it, but they're going to be those on the outside saying, "Why are you trying to do this? Why are you trying to do that? You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that." There are always going to be those that will try to stop us, that will try to slow us down. God calls us to be bold. God calls us. God equips us. He gives us what we need to go out, and when those foes are there, he offers us that protection. And when we come into that moment of experiencing that protection, we need to shout about it. We need to let out a shout of praise, share that joy that we have, because what God is doing for us, what God is doing through us, what God is doing because of who he is, because of his great love for us. So I challenge you today, read the rest of Psalm 27. Read and see what God has in store for you, what God desires for you to know. And then go out and live big, live bold. A few days back, we issued the happiness challenge. Spend some time looking at all those one another passages. Spend some time looking at those things and seeing what God does for us, and then how he then calls us to do those things for others. That's what one way. That's one of the parts of living bold and dreaming big, and having big visions and having big missions. It involves one another and blessing each other. So, a little something to think about. There's your challenge. Read the rest of Psalm 27. Spend some more time in that happiness challenge of thinking about the one another passages, and dream big and live big, on purpose, for purpose, to redeem, reclaim, and restore lost humanity. Can't wait to hear and see how it goes. Y'all have a great day. God bless.
Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out.
You would cross an ocean so I wouldn't drown.
You've never been closer than you are right now.
Oh, come on, sing it with us, Jireh. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. And I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough. Forever enough, you're always enough. You're more than enough. Forever enough, you're always enough. You're more than enough. I don't wanna forget how I feel right now on the mountaintop. I can see so clear what it's all about. So stay by my side till the sun goes down. I don't wanna forget how I feel right now. Jireh, Jireh, you are enough.
what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine. And that is enough.
I'm already loved.
Already loved.
I'm already chosen. I know who I am. I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine. And that is enough. I'm already loved. I'm already chosen. I know who I am. I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine. That is enough. And that is enough. And that is enough. And that is enough. And that is enough. 'Cause you are enough. So I am enough. You are enough. So I am enough. Jireh, Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. So I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. So